Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio, May 21, 2025. There is a tendency to focus on the details today, but while this can be frustrating or feel negative early today, you get to a better balance as the day advances. A stabilizing Sun-Saturn transit comes into play, and it's a strong time for studies, collaborating on projects, shared activities, or organizing a group endeavor. The practical side of your friendships, group associations, and projects or personal interests benefits from your attention to detail. People in your life show their support through their actions and help you feel more secure. A realistic approach to your relationships is favored, as overblown expectations don't help you in the long run. Your standards are high for yourself today. You might decide to downsize to thrive, perhaps to focus on priorities, or put some of your ideas on hold so that you can spend time on something more fruitful. Great news awaits your personal and romantic life today. As the glorious sun sizzles joyously in your solar house of happiness, he will link in a sweet sextile with mighty Saturn, the great taskmaster. This ensures that if you want to make adventurous plans with your sweetheart, you could consider long-distance travel, immigration, or even learning new skills together. This would fill you both with such joy. If single, this energy will encourage you to search for someone outside of your usual type who has a solid head on their shoulders. This could be a long-term partner for you. Spend some time alone or fit in some exercise if you feel ill at ease early in the day. By the time the afternoon rolls around, you'll be working with a clear head and an emotional clean slate. Given the current astral energy, you might be hearing the voice ringing in everyone's head, "Enough. I want what I want, and I want it now." If this brings apprehension, it's because the day's planetary aspect is not through with you yet. Whatever the limitations you have been incorporating into your life may be, they need to be closely examined. Ask yourself if you are doing the best that you can in your self-care, particularly when it comes to your health. If there's a new investment, budgeting system, or report that is on your agenda today, don't hesitate for a second. The essence of the vibration that is occurring will give you the energy and enthusiasm to consider such things, and to get them underway. This is the time for progress and advancement. Whatever it is that you feel needs to happen in this area of your life, you have the added boost to see it through. Make the most of it, as the moon makes its first visit to your financial sector since Pluto turned retrograde here. It also clashes with Mars in your income sector. This might create some short-term financial tension, but until the warrior planet of the cosmos leaves next month, the moon is going to put a balance between money coming in and money going out to the test every 2 weeks. As the warrior planet of the cosmos, Mars is going to use this as motivation, especially when it comes to his war on glass ceilings. Roadblocks and barriers, whether real or imagined, as he gives you the drive to fight for what you deserve. With no planetary activity in your relationship sector, the moon's departure yesterday has left you emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware, and with everything needed to stay that way until it returns next month. With no planetary activity on the relationship front until later in the year, both during and after the moon makes these monthly visits, it is important to pay attention. Scorpio, what feels hidden is about to emerge. Your quote of the day: transformation starts underground. Your color of the day is burgundy, deep and determined. Lucky numbers: 2, 9, 17. A mystery around you or within you begins to unravel. Embrace vulnerability, it's where real power lives. An intimate moment brings insight. You're shedding something old without needing to explain. Our eyes in the sky. Welcome to your tarot reading for May 21, 2025. Today's cards invite us into a moment of quiet reflection and renewed strength, one of those days where you may just need a small reminder that you're right where you're supposed to be, even if the pace of life feels a little unpredictable. So, take a breath, make some space, and let this message meet you exactly where you are. The cards drawn for this day are the Moon, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands, and Three of Swords. Let's begin with the Moon. A card that speaks to the unknown, the intuitive, the hidden, and sometimes the misunderstood. Today, there might be a sense that things aren't quite clear, that something is shifting below the surface. Maybe you're feeling a little foggy about a decision, or you're second-guessing something that once felt certain. This card reminds us that it's okay not to have all the answers. It encourages us to listen inward, to honor our dreams, gut feelings, and emotional undercurrents. Just like how a foggy morning can give way to clear skies by noon, what feels uncertain now is likely transforming into clarity. Trust that the truth will rise in its time. Next, the Knight of Pentacles grounds us with calm, methodical energy. This knight doesn't rush. He builds, slowly and with intention. This is your reminder that persistence matters more than speed. Whether you're working on a goal, healing from something difficult, or simply trying to stay consistent, this card celebrates your reliability and effort even when nobody sees it. You don't have to have giant breakthroughs every day. Some days, just showing up is more than enough. Think about those small acts of discipline you've been practicing. Maybe it's been staying hydrated, getting a bit more rest, sticking to a personal commitment. These are seeds being planted, and they will grow. Then comes the Ace of Cups, a gentle and beautiful presence. This card is like an open heart after a long winter. It could signify a fresh emotional beginning, an offer of love or compassion, or even a personal moment of emotional awakening. If you've been feeling disconnected or worn down, the Ace of Cups invites you to soften. Reach out to someone. Let yourself cry. Let yourself laugh. Let yourself feel. There's an opportunity today to deepen connection with others, but especially with yourself. And if you've been holding back emotionally, now might be the time to release some of that pressure and let love flow in again. Now, the Ten of Wands acknowledges something many of us can relate to. You've been carrying a lot. Responsibilities, emotional burdens, perhaps even the weight of other people's expectations. Sometimes we don't even realize how heavy our pack has gotten until we take a moment to breathe and stretch our shoulders. This card isn't here to say you've done too much. It's here to suggest that maybe it's time to delegate, or at least pause and check in with your energy. You're not meant to carry it all alone. What would it feel like to put one burden down today? Just one? Finally, the Three of Swords may look like a card of sorrow, and yes, it does acknowledge pain. But there's something deeply liberating in facing the truth of what has hurt us. Whether it's a memory that lingers, a relationship that shifted, or even a belief you've outgrown. This card encourages honest healing. The kind that allows us to feel everything, not to get stuck in the emotion, but to understand it, to integrate it, and to move forward with a wiser, stronger heart. You've made it through harder days than this, and the tenderness you carry is not a weakness, it's a sign of your depth. So when we weave all of these together, what do we find? A message of resilience, of sensitivity, and of transformation. You may be facing the unknown, but you are not lost. You are building something steady, even if it feels slow. You are capable of new beginnings, even if your heart still aches. And you are allowed to rest, to lay down your burdens, and to trust that healing can happen quietly, in the softest of ways. Now I want to ask you, have you recently had a moment where you surprised yourself with how strong you've become? Or maybe you've noticed that something you used to struggle with no longer feels as heavy? Share it in the comments. Let's celebrate those quiet victories together, because they matter. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are evolving beautifully, patiently, bravely. And every step you take, even the invisible ones, are shaping a future that honors who you truly are. Keep going. You're doing just fine,